All righty, everybody. Good morning. Welcome back. Today is May 9th, 2000. What is it? 19. Welcome to today's webinar. Good to see a full house. Full house here at G2S. Got, geez, what do we got in the room? We got Quinlan. We've got Austin. We've got, not Samara. She's joining us. We got Skyla's in the other room. We got Devontae. The whole list goes on. Claudia, David, good morning. If I missed your name, I didn't do it on purpose. So good to see everybody here today. I had some music planned, but I got shot down once. Probably some people didn't like my music. But I actually want to start our webinar today with this. Hey, here you go, folks. Make sure you click on today's webinar piece, today's opportunity. Right down here, let's connect. Let's open up by, maybe everybody right now, if you'd open up, click on Let's Connect. I'll give you 30 seconds, Devontae, to click on that and have you open up the Let's Connect tab. And for those other who are here with us in the studio, we got a busy house today. There's a blocked out section that I have only because testing, I think I may be available 11-ish. So I could unblock that, but plop a half-hour slot in there and we'll connect. Thank you, Samara, for putting in your time. Even if you're here today, hey, Q, I need more time than you give me. So if you are here face-to-face today, pop your name in there and say, hey, can I have more of your time? Maybe from 12:30 to 1 or 15 minutes of your time. We got it. So I'll probably clear out that 11 to 11:30 here in just a moment. So stay with me if that's something important to you. With that being said, I'm going to just dovetail right directly into what I really want to share out today. Check this out. I asked the group that were here a while ago, do you guys or gals watch Netflix, Amazon Prime, or the History Channel? Now, can you imagine watching one of your favorite shows that may relate to a school experience? Well, how about this? Watching a series on History Channel can become a high school credit. Are you kidding me? Last night I had an opportunity to share with the school board here at G2S some of the possibilities and projects and how we're going about doing that. And here is one great example we shared real briefly. I won't say her name, but her initials are Jelani Bumford. Jelani is taking U.S. history. But before I tell you about U.S. history, Jelani loves this series right here on the History Channel. Any of you have ever heard of it? How many of you have heard of the Curse of the Civil War Gold? Anyone? Yes, no?
No.
No. Natalie, have you heard of it? Seen it before?
Yeah. Just, were they on a boat?
Were they on a boat? Undo your mic. Let's hear it. Go ahead. Let's chat.
I don't even know if it's right.
That's okay. You don't have to be right here. My gosh, I make 100 mistakes a day.
Okay. The one I'm thinking of, I don't even know if it's right, but I saw it in school. What it was is it was like a family tradition or something like that, and the gold was lost or something like that. It was a treasure. I can't remember.
You're right. There's a series of them. One of them is a family that's out to explore these Curse of the Gold. One's called the Curse of Civil War Gold, and there's two other ones that I think one was a family group that was looking for some lost treasures. All right. Well, here is an amazing project. Actually, it's not really a project. Here's what it is. Jelani is on fire about these series. She was so excited, came in last week and said, hey, I said, all right, here you go, Jelani. Here's a document. So here's our three series. If you can look at the screen. The Loss of the Gold of World War II, The Curse of the Oak Island, which I've never seen, and The Curse of the Civil War. So yesterday, Jelani and I were going through the video series a little bit. We watched a short one. Not really watched a short. We went through what the series is all about. And I started to ask her, I challenged her. We haven't confirmed it yet, but as you're going through these series, what historical questions come to mind? What questions do you have when you watch that may relate to the past? I repeat, she is going to identify some components of the series, like in this case, the Curse of the Civil War Gold, that, for example, there was a battle of the Merrimack and the Monitor, where two ironclad ships combined off the eastern coast during the Civil War. Holy cow. We then went yesterday to her U.S. history, and we started looking at some components of Union and crisis and Civil War. Jelani has a very strong possibility while watching a series she enjoys on History Channel, Netflix, or Amazon Prime. We can take out components or all parts of a module on Plato to substitute for a class. All she has to do is make those connections. So just another cool way that how can I obtain credit? Some virtual learning tips of the day is what I'm calling it. So if you have an idea out there of something that's connecting to your world, because the whole thing is about, as a 30 years as a history teacher, I never liked just lecturing about facts with no connection. I can't make a connection if I don't think about today. So if you have something that you're watching today or interacting, you have a lot of inquiry question, we can tie that into some of your courses as a partial project plan or an entire new one. So Jelani has a vision of her, she thinks, and she's got some legwork to do, she really feels these 3 series may help her achieve a credit for both A and B. So good luck to you, Jelani, and thanks for sharing that out. Hey, what does an individual project look like? I've been talking about it, and some of you here are here live. Maybe you're still wondering, what is an individual project? Well, David, I'm going to pick on you. Can I do that, David?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, he said I can pick on him. Without his permission, I put him on the spot. All right, David's got an amazing project about food plot, and it's more than a food plot. So I won't get into the different phases of David's food plot. But David has gone through this Q-focus strategy with him. Good morning, welcome. And what David is doing, David the other day, and we're going to meet here real soon, has come up with 13 to 15 questions he's trying to develop about his next phase of his project. And check some of them out. David is in phase 2, which is he's planning a food plot in his property. By the way, if David was in high school, easily could get an Earth and Space credit for much of what he's doing right now. So if you're interested in an individual project, this is the first phase of what it may look like, developing some some research issues or questions that you want to dive deeper into. There's so much more to David's deeper project that I want to share, but it all starts with a question, and together we're going to create a driving question of the planning phase of a food plot. And you don't have to enjoy the outdoors or hunting or food plots. Think of something that you're passionate about. So as I ask you, or as I share out today in our webinar, whoops, hello, that's Tony Robbins. Hi, Tony. All right, so I have some little tips I think really I want to use and develop this webinar more effectively for you is what kind of connections do these have to my own life? And finally, my other tech tip of the day is not so much a tech tip or a virtual learning tip. Anybody interested in wanting to make $4,000? Oh, okay. Well, let me share this with you. And some of you in the room already know about this. Matter of fact, sitting right here in the room know a lot about it. But Michigan Works is offering an opportunity. 2 gentlemen here today, we were talking about $10 per hour, 400 hours. They are looking for people today for summer work and even into the fall if you're interested. What's that?
I'm doing that.
Are you doing that right now?
Yeah.
Are you signed up or did you get started already?
Yeah. No, we have to. I have to go in today, or talk to her today and see which job I want.
Oh my gosh, Samara. What kind of options do you have? Can you share with the group?
There's a lot of lawn care options.
Lawn care options. Devonta, you want to weigh in, or Dakota? Because you guys got some cool opportunities too. Devonta's going in tomorrow. There's Jones's Ice Cream. There's some other ideas, right? Anything else, Dakota, that you guys were talking about? Do you remember? Have some options? Okay. But I just want to throw that out to all of you. Mason Lake, Oceana. We've talked to the Michigan Works people. If you're interested in it is hot in here, isn't it? I'm a little warm in this room. So we have some opportunities to make some cash. If you're interested, let me know. Samara, keep us posted how that goes, will you? That's awesome. All right. Hey, today is about, hey, where can I help you? Let's get connected. Sign up. I've got some, I want to apologize this week for those who may just joining us now. 2 days ago, I got caught up in a meeting that went longer than I thought, and I missed the meeting. But if you did this, if you connect, I get a notification on my email, and it says so-and-so was at the meeting, you weren't there. Dakota emailed me, thank you. And some of you others kind of contacted me. That's awesome. So that counts as your attendance. I just apologize for not conducting one. Thanks for being there. So if you were not here yesterday and you say, hey, I was here the other day and no one was there, my apologies to you. So, and also things got real crazy yesterday with so many demands of here at Face to Face. So I apologize to David personally, and also Samara. We'll try to make that connect today later on with you guys if you need to. Other thoughts before we conclude today? Anybody else have anything on your mind that you want to share out, or some ideas I shared with you today? Can I take a nap? Absolutely. They've got a nap session going on at 3:30 today. Great time to take that power nap. Okay. Hey, got to leave you with this. I tell you what, I woke up this morning and I made this vow. I say vow. I made this commitment. This is my craziness lately. And I don't know. My wife says I'm nuts, and I guess I am. But I spent a lot of time reflecting on some questions each morning and at night, each night, and I didn't expect you to read what they are. For example, I get up in the morning, I set my clock very early lately, and one of the questions that I have a list of 10 questions before I start my day to create that mindful habits. And then I try to plan out my day. Now some say, what a waste of your time. But what it does personally, it's kind of allows me, as I've been saying to you earlier, I want to control my day. It doesn't mean I can't control what I do and my emotions. This morning, some of you can attest to in this room right now, I wasn't a perfect person. And hopefully I can make things right if I don't act the way that I expect myself. So, but I like the fact that, hey, I just think about my thinking. And I have 10 questions I respond to. One of them goes something like this. One thing I can get excited about today, and it's pretty personal to me, but some things I would be more than happy to share. Here's another one for you. An action that I could take today to demonstrate excellence or real value. So something that I want to create value and excellence, and I wrote down a couple components of what I really want to act on. It's kind of personal, and not that I wouldn't share it with you publicly, but some things I want to think about. And then when I end my day, I end something on, there's 6 questions I think about. One of them is, I could have made my day better. Could have made my day better if I blanked. Here's another one I'll share with you. If I was my own personal coach, I'd tell myself a statement about today. What would I tell myself? Hey, you stunk, or were not a high performer, or you failed. Good opportunity to kind of reflect on the end of your day and to kick off your day. Well, I got up this morning, and I refused to check my phone first. I refused to check my phone, but I failed today. Ready? Okay. I failed today because I grabbed my phone. Dang, I get upset with myself when I do that. I don't want to. But the first pop-up notification was from an old high school student who was kind of hit me, man. Hit me pretty hard. His name was Adrian. And in 1998, Mason County Central, I was one of the coaches in the varsity squad, a JV coach, and then very close to the varsity team. Adrian came to us from Australia. Australia is an 18-hour flight from here. And Adrian was a phenomenal basketball player. He was one major piece to our basketball team that took us to the state finals. And Adrian is just a classy gentleman with a phenomenal basketball skill that just ignited this world. Mason County Central in the third quarter were down by 3 with 2 minutes left in the third quarter, knocking on the door, becoming state champions. We ended up losing by 9, but it was a great ball game, and Adrian was a huge part of it. But Adrian tagged me on this, and he said, hey, Coach, thinking about you. And I don't know what it meant, but it got me thinking about the word good. And it got me thinking, I want to end with this, and just a final thought at the conclusion. But think of the word good. You fail? Good.
One of my.
Check this out. Thank you, Adrian, for your inspiration this morning.
Direct subordinates, one of my guys that worked for me. He would call me up or pull me aside with some major problem, some issue that was going on. And he'd say, boss, we got this and that, the other thing. And I'd look at him and I'd say, good. And finally one day he was telling me about some issue that he was having, some problem. And he said, I already know what you're going to say. And I said, well, what am I going to say? He said, you're going to say good. He said, that's what you always say. When something is wrong and going bad, you always just look at me and say, good. And I said, well, yeah, when things are going bad, there's going to be some good that's going to come from it. Didn't get the new high-speed gear we wanted? Good. Didn't get promoted? Good. What time did we get that? Oh, mission got canceled? Good. We can focus on the other one. Didn't get funded. Didn't get the job you wanted. Got injured. Sprained my ankle. Got tapped out? Good. Got beat? Good. Problems? Good. We have the opportunity to figure out a solution. That's it. When things are going bad, don't get all bummed out. Don't get startled. Don't get frustrated. If you can say the word good, guess what? You need to feel alive. You need to feel breathing. If you're still breathing, get up, dust off, reload, recalibrate, re-engage, and go out on the attack.
Have a good day, everybody. See you tomorrow.